Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. The calendar has been circled for both teams in this one. Two of college football's elite, ready to go head-to-head in a top-5 showdown. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And the ball squirted out. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Second down coming up. Looking for a man, it's Howard. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of it. It's a fumble. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. At the 35, he's got room. racing to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And how about the kicking game coming up with a play?
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Handoff from the gun. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On the set. Line is set on third down. Easy. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Howard. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 14, Ohio State 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for space. It's Henderson. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He'll get rid of it. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To throw, it's Beck. He's got his man. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Floating away. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball now. You just trust in your own guy's ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to punt.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Quarterback will audible. To the air on first down. Buys a little time. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd third interception of the day. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Just such a nice job by him, understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it up.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Bell. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Into the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs and linebackers all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and you can tell the quarterback breaks a little bit, and he starts moving and tries to throw a little bit across his body. And why is that dangerous? You're not accurate. You're not accurate with the football when you do that, and you could tell it wasn't close to being a completion. He's got to do a better job setting his feet, making a clear, concise, good throw.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Trying to find his man in the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to do it here in the 1st half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass, it's Beck. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Looking to throw for it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
On the move, he fires. fires. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. First down for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
He wants to pass it on second down. This time on target. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Sends it downfield, and it's caught inside the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And the low percentage play, the onside kick, bounces out of bounds, and they'll drop the flag. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up, I will go get it, I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again. Going for the big play. Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The Buckeyes get the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Going up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 20, Ohio State 14.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to run for it. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they play so hard, they don't give you a thing.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Howard. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And he knocks it through to put him up by 1, and now the D will try to hang on. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get under it.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking for room, it's Frazier.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, it's Beck. They're setting up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
Man, he really wanted that 1st down, but you got to understand, it's 4th down now. Got to get the 1st down, less than 60 seconds, so got to be fast and get the 1st down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. They'll throw it on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lovett. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They're rushing to the line, already in position for the potential game winner. Got to spike it and stop the clock. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Dogs! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Georgia.
Man, this game has been incredible. Offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And this field goal might not put the game in the freezer, but it would ice it down pretty good. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Man, there is nothing worse in the world than that feeling right there. Missing a field goal when your team needs it the most, that's what you do. You're a kicker. You're supposed to make those. Man, oh man, Palmer, that sting.
He's going to carry that miss for a long time too, David. Obviously, the offense and the team put him in a position to come through for them. He's just going to have to learn from this, get back to practice, and want to make it next time he gets that opportunity.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.